Albert Einstein himself said, two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. How right he was. Over the next few minutes, we will be tracking human stupidity through the ages. We start, in ancient China, with a man called Lao Tzu. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world. Through this, I know the advantage of taking no action. Lao Tzu, it seems, had tried mining with a pillow and consequentially given up. Lao Tzu went on to produce further gems, including anticipate the difficult by managing the easy. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. And to a mind that is still, the universe surrenders. That's really, really vague. Next up, ancient Greece and a philosopher called Diogenes. Diogenes invented cynicism and spent much of his life living in a jar outside Athens. I don't know either. It should be pointed out that many historians doubt this and instead suggest that he spent his life living in a jar outside Corinth instead. In the spirit of ambiguity, he insisted, "What I like to drink most is wine that belongs to others." However, we mustn't forget that he probably wasted most of it. As he later declares, "I threw my cup away when I saw a child drinking from his hands at the trough." Sharing that cup would have probably been a whole lot more useful. Over the next few hundred years, stupidity manifests itself in witchcraft, strange beliefs, weird and wacky medicines, and all other kinds of things. These range from the use of toxic chemicals such as arsenic and sulfur to treat regular and common diseases, to ducking stalls and trials by fire. This was a time where it was dangerous to say that the Earth went round the Sun rather than the Sun round the Earth, so we can only just about see how stupid most of the population were back then. For 600 years we laboured in standard stupidity before stepping into a world of enlightened idiots. Hahnemann, in 1842, suggested a medical concept known as homeopathy. To see it, we shall describe it in action. Create a 10% dilution mixture of a chemical that induces a symptom you wish to stop, and water. Split into 10 parts and dilute to 10% of previous amount. Repeat a recommended 30 times. Doesn't sound so nutty on the face of it, but once you've divided it that many times, it's only going to contain around 1 times 10 to the power of minus 30% of the original substance, which is a really small number. You'll see it just down there. And that's not really going to do much at all. Some homeopathists are now writing down the name of the ingredient on a piece of paper and giving it to their patients to put in their pocket, or even eat. It should be pointed out that classical homeopathists denounce this as witchcraft, amusingly enough. A video on stupidity would be complete without the American government, so now we've got a section of quotes from George Bush lined up. Take them away. It's clearly a budget, it's got lots of numbers. The unforgettable: free nations are peaceful nations. Free nations don't attack each other. Free nations don't develop weapons of mass destruction. But then, the people of America must come together to unite. You don't say, but it gets better. We can't allow the world's worst leaders to blackmail, threaten, and hold freedom-loving nations hostage with the world's worst weapons. He did an irony. And finally, we close on this, from Senator John Kerry, US Secretary of State. I do aircraft carriers. For real. They're allowed to run entire countries. So, that's it. The history of stupidity. As ever, like, comment, subscribe, criticize, do whatever you want in the comment section down below. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. So, have a very good night.